Who's ready to get into episode 4? No, sorry, we just did episode 5. Who's ready to get into episode 5 of Alan Wake? Now that we know the truth, TM.
Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true.
My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh, yeah, fucking Detective Nightingale.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Water.
Moose Fest?
Ladies and gentlemen,
sounds like a great
some
time.
people ask me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Oh, we've been arrested?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
Triple D's diner.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
That definitely, I mean, I know that we talked about the diner clearly being
Oh, I am never drinking again.
Twin Peaks
I need
influenced.
to talk to her. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
But,
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al.
the diner is called Double R, I think, in Twin Peaks, and that one's called Triple D, which is funny. I didn't notice that before. I thought it was just called the Oh Dear Diner, which is 2 Ds, unless I'm missing something.
Here, they're not gonna...
Interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler.
Are you just gonna keep
All the
referencing
evidence,
random
including
writers?
Conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis?
Stop.
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
He is just
Well, we all want
randomly
things, Sheriff.
referencing
I wanted
completely disparate writers.
Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official
Get
business.
him!
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Good fucking riddance.
Oh my god!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh, manuscript.
Oh, man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool.
We got a couple of them.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Well, that is what just happened, but from Nightingale's perspective.
Emergency power on.
Oh, hello, Layla. Hello, little lady. Hello. Hello, little lady. Have you come to watch me play Alan Wake? Miss Layla, she's here. She's here. Say hello, Layla. Say hello. You can just do the same thing you did last time if you like and just sit there while I play. She loves to just sit here. Little gamer girl. Okay, we got a flare. And another one. And some coffee. Layla, everyone's saying hello. They love you. Okay, well, she's just gonna sit off camera now. Okay. Just know that she's there.
Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
Thank God for the shotgun.
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Not to be on the cop's side about all this.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message.
She is getting
from
comfy.
Night Springs.
She's all
okay?
comfy now.
They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here if the backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one out?
Oh my God. Fucking Barry. Fucking Barry, right, Layla?
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Oh, I can hear her purrs. Yeah, because she's like sat right there. Very close to the microphone. You guys got some ASMR of Layla purring.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Hello, little lady. Little bitty lady. What's up? Okay, is there a way of... There we go. She's just happy to be here. Everyone loves you, Layla. They love you. You don't even know, do you? You have no concept of the internet. You have no concept of people having a parasocial relationship with you through a website called twitch.com. Oh. Oh. I still never really understand what these things are or why I'm doing this, but... Ah! The birds! The birds! Ah!
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though.
Okay.
You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Well, you did offer to do this, Alan.
Ah!
Ow, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Can we drive? I just want to drive. I'm gonna drive all night. Sorry, Layla. she's over there now on the side of the camera, just off frame.
Look out!
Jesus Christ. Pretty helpful having a sidekick with a shotgun right now. Although honestly, I might be the sidekick more so. Kind of nice finally being able to see a bit of the town. You got him, Sarah. Alright. Yeah, it's we're not getting a ton, but it is nice to finally be able to explore a little bit of the town. I did say earlier that like I would have liked to be able to explore a little more and just experience the environments and things a bit more in this game. I definitely still think that. It's just very linear in terms of like your engagement with the environments and with the characters in a way that's like a bit too constricting sometimes, I think. Bright Falls, the home of the annual Deer Fest. A famous / notorious white male author made a nice metaphor for Parkinson's by describing an ominous tree full of crows that suddenly take flight, looming menace, then chaotic flurry, then stillness and barren tree branches. Like Goya's Sleep of Reason.
Wait, over here! There's light!
That's interesting. Is it a particular author that you're mentioning? The crows reminded me. Yeah, that's interesting. I've not heard that before, but it's very evocative. Jonathan Franzen in The Family Chronicle. I don't think I've heard of Jonathan Franzen before. Thank you for the interesting tidbit. I like the way that they kind of like phase out a little like that. Oh shit. That was close. I got it. Close call. I wish I had some flashbangs, but this'll do.
Wait, over here! There's light! I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
It's an ambush.
2, fight! Okay. I can do this.
Wait, over here! There's light! I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
It's an ambush.
Thanks, Faye. Okay. Seems like we have a good thing going if I just focus on weakening them with the light. So... it. Nice. Whew.
Let's go, Wake.
Car? No? Okay. I just want to drive.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Wow.
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Finally, some manuscript pages.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
Layla is just sat there, right off camera, staring into the distance.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
I don't know what a flare is doing in your office, but it helps me, so sure.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Some flashbangs, hell yeah. Ooh. And a lantern.
isn't he inside?
Oh god! Oh god!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Ah! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this? It's not recorded when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon, and hotel, all operating from the same building. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today. Okay, so classic small town America statue to the settlers, I know, Layla, who created the town. Classic. Ah! Rude. I have to say, this hasn't been the most welcoming town, you know, and I am playing a white man, so it's saying something when a town is unwelcoming to a white man.
Waiting for us in the
Keep
backyard.
the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
What are you talking about? Oh, look, it's the bookstore. Full of posters of my book. Ooh, coffee.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
Hold on 1 second. What's her name? Sara? Just gotta... No, nothing up here? Okay. It's a nice bookstore, though.
I don't see Barry.
Whoa.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Ominous. Coffee! In the playground! In the sandbox. That seems fine. Okay, just the coffee. No manuscript pages. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's a hunting rifle. No, I'll stick with the shotgun, thank you. We'll take the lantern there. '68th Annual Deer Fest.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Hold on, I'm just getting her on the camera for you for a second. She's just been sitting there. Silly Billy. Okay, that looks like everything. Let's go, Sarah. Oh, off you go.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Physical labor. Wow. They really said, yes, this is about class. The monsters inside Alan Wake's head. Ah! Why do you have a knife, sir? You're right, sir. Why are there so many of these people are just like nice guys full of helpful advice?
Where'd he go?
Nice. Two for the price of one. Getting a decent amount of trophies for things in this game. Ah, shit. Which is impressive because I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job of playing the game. But, you know, it's nice to be rewarded. Is there a flare gun somewhere around here? Or what? Because I picked up flare gun ammo, but oh shit, I have flashbangs. No flare gun. Pick up the manuscript. Just gotta remember that I've got flashbangs. Let's go. God, he's fucking winded.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break. How long is your union mandated break, sir? Are you with a union? Because, we can talk about that if you feel like your break isn't long enough. It seems like you've got some anger to work out related to not having sufficient break time, and you can really understand that. Nice. Okay. They need to unionize, you're right. That is the real solution here. Did she just tell him to freeze? Is that it? Okay, nice. Thank God for that flashbang.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Into the oh, this is a nice church. What the fuck? Pretty nice church.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Seems like a fire
Why?
hazard, but
Well, it's tradition.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
interesting. Some of this is like from the Dark Presence's point of view, I guess.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh, jeez. It really is a crypt. Now, the cops are not included in the unionization invitation, just to be super clear about that. No, I did not.
Guess that one saw the light, huh?
Okay, Barry, I'll give you that one.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
And don't make fun of him for comparing it to vampires, considering everything that's going on.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor.
That's not...
I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
I want a headlamp.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark.
Please.
She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Please.
Bastard.
Someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure to Night Springs.
Bright Falls Fire Department.
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Okay, well there's definitely gonna be some kind of... Yeah. Yeah. Who would have thunk it? Miss Lady. Miss Queen. Shit. Wow, that went really badly. Okay, I was trying to get to the flashbang. It's not working. I also forgot that I am largely out of... Try to stay alive. Thanks, that's really... Shit. Sorry guys, I know sometimes I'm not talking loads in these combat sequences. Ooh, coffee cup. One, me. I hope I didn't miss any manuscript pages, but...
Wait, you better put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
So unnecessarily rude. Why are you gonna be so rude to Cynthia? Trying to remember who Cynthia is exactly, but we'll find out soon enough.
Deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant.
Wow,
See
this is
the
a conversation.
over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Goofy game. Goofy game.
Hold on! Ow!
Son of a bitch!
Oh no, who could have imagined that something would go wrong? On the helicopter. Ah, the fucking birds! Nice. I mean, rest in peace, birds. Cross the transformer. Okay. Alright. Why does he keep losing his guns? Like... Am I once again... Really? What happened to my fucking shotgun? All the stuff I had with me 2 seconds ago. I guess it was in the helicopter.
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
Okay. I was in there before, so not that. Coffee! God, there are so many people around Bright Falls who are reaching for their cup of coffee right now, and it isn't there because Alan Wake has stolen it. guess that was it. Games always want you to fucking shoot a lock off. Got this. Yeah. Can't wait for the end of the game when an uncaffeinated horde comes after Alan. And that's what he deserves for stealing all of this coffee. They're leaving their coffee in very strange places though. Yeah, no, that's the secret behind this. All of these workers, like manual labor workers, and also sometimes cops, but fuck them. Alan is stealing their coffee, and because they're uncaffeinated, they're turning into dark presences and attacking Alan. That's the truth. The secret truth that will actually be uncovered in the next chapter. They wanted us to think that the truth was uncovered in the previous chapter, but it wasn't. Radio.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock.
Can't hear the radio. Close!
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the old gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just, yeah, one of those things. Anyway.
Oof. Place fucking cold. Again, sorry I'm a bit quiet during some of these combat segments. I'm doing a big focus. I haven't seen a manuscript in a while. Come on. Where are you, manuscript pages? Oh, back in the woods. Right.
The power plant glowed in the night.
That's far.
It was close, but I had to find a way across.
Ooh, secret cache somewhere? Yay! That was easy. Oh, thank God for the flare gun. Danger, hard hat area. Okay. Wow. Uh-huh. Okay, well, he doesn't have a crouch function, which is frustrating because otherwise I would have crouched through that. But I assume I can go back that way. Or I hope so anyway. Just those two guys, thank God. Okay. Did I press the button back there? Okay, well there's the manuscript page.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Yeah, Alan, why are you fucking things up for Cynthia? Poor Cynthia. I don't even know what's going on with her, but I'm on her side, you know? Oh! Well, isn't that just delightful? Nope. This is not going good for me. Alright, well... Oh, I see some coffee over there. Here we go. We figured out what the problem was, and yet I'm continuing to perpetuate the problem because I just really want to collect the cups of coffee. I am so sorry. This is not worker solidarity. Do not follow my example. Do not follow Alan Wake's example. Yay.
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
Okay, well, I guess that seems to be the end game. Good to know. Yeah, I do kind of feel like a good amount of the mystery is just... And like, the intrigue is kind of gone now, which is a shame. Lieutenant William T.G. Randall Memorial Bridge. This bridge has been designated as a memorial in honor and in recognition of Lieutenant William T.G. Randall, 1919 to 1981, a World War II prisoner of war and recipient of the Distinguished Service Cross. He died of injuries received during his successful rescue of 2 children from a burning car crashed at this location. Okay. Coffee!
I couldn't get across until I found a way to turn the bridge.
Ah! Sir? There we go. Okay, we got quite a bit of flare gun ammo, which doesn't bode well. Here we go. Oh, take your time. I can't steal one of these cars, can I? Oh. What does it take for a girl to just drive around in a video game around here? Well, the flare gun's for the birds then. I can see that now. Oh, right, so that's just great, isn't it? Fucking terrorized by some fucking birds, I guess. Ah, shit! That was my... Oh shit, did I just go all the way around? Yeah, I did. I'm stupid. Sorry, those birds distracted me, so I just did a complete 360. That's the one where you go all the way around. Run for it, Alan. Oh, are you kidding? That's so annoying. Okay, I guess I'll just wait. A full 360. Ah! Okay. Play elevator music here. So how's everyone finding Alan Wake? Why do they even make bridges like this? Sorry guys, it's a bunch of yawning. I haven't had my coffee. I'm one of the people who is terrorizing Alan Wake because he stole my coffee. Oh, made it. More coffee. Yay. Great, and more ammo. I'm sure that's fine. Ooh, yay. Night Springs.
Or butterflies that dream of being men. Such philosophical concerns are by necessity abstract. And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence.
Night Springs.
Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Ooh, okay. What is it? I think that's the voice actor who was playing the receptionist in the sheriff's office, who sounds like the receptionist from Twin Peaks. I gotta look up the voice actor. Trying to look up the receptionist Alan Wake. Okay, Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Yeah, the sheriff is Sara, but who's the receptionist? I'm trying to remember what the name of that character was, because she's the one that I want to look up, because she's the one who sounds like Lucy from Twin Peaks. I'm gonna have to look this up later. But it sounds so much like her. I don't know if I'm just in my head about that, but it sounds so much like her. Anyway, To be honest, I'm not sure entirely sure what's going on, but I have been doing other things while watching, so that might be a me problem. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Oh, you're not gonna pick me up? Fine. Can I drive one of these cars, though? Please. I just want to drive a car so bad. Okay, this way. Sorry, I was running the wrong way. Now Alan is winded. You guys said you were going to support me, and I don't feel very supported right now. Not meant to be a flare shot, but that's fine. What's done is done. Ah! And you. There we go. Sara. This is not very supportive, Sara. God. This is not teamwork, Sara. Truly. Oh, hello. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was not... was not very well managed on my part. But again, if Sara was a better team player, then I wouldn't have to manage this all on my own.
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Coffee. Bright Falls, light and power. Generator hall, safe haven. Okay. Safe haven. Interesting.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time.
Oh, it's the lamp lady. Stop. The lamp lady that is the ripoff of the log lady from Twin Peaks is Cynthia Weaver, the Lady of the Light. That's so... Sorry, I just... It's a fucking goofy game. It's a fucking goofy game. Hi, Raison Detra, welcome. It's going good. So, I'm on episode 5. I think I'm getting to the end of episode 5, and then I'll call it a night, but then we'll be pretty close to the end of the game. Because I think there'll just be episode 6 left, and then a couple DLCs, and then that will be it. Episode 4, which was called The Truth, had some really interesting stuff in it, and I was like, ooh, the game is kind of cooking with some of these ideas, but I think it's kind of started to lose me a little bit again, or just like get a little bit boring again, for me, which is fine. It is what it is. As far as Alan becoming likable at all, now that I'm further along, I would say no, even though earlier I was discussing some stuff that you could probably like empathize with, that he's kind of going through, especially when he gets institutionalized just because he's struggling to write his book. But he continues to be quite unlikable. Although, okay, I'll give him credit for the whole, like, being like, so what if I am crazy? I don't believe this doctor. He's trying to gaslight me. And being crazy when crazy things are happening makes sense. Obviously a very goofy, cheesy way to express all of those ideas, but I'll give him some credit for that. That was a moment of likability for me. But otherwise, overall, still pretty unlikable is Mr. Alan Wake, I would say.
Long time for you.
Okay, and now we've found the Lady of the Light.
Excuse me?
What you'll need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Right. Okay, let's get this heavy-duty lantern,
I have been preparing for these times. The dark tides. You have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs. Very few people can.
So, the lamp lady was leaving the caches for us. Right.
Yes, please. Take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's work, don't we? Hurry! The switch is on the wall facing the shore.
The wall facing the shore? I don't...
I cannot take you to the well-lit room if the lights in the pipe go.
Darkness waits in my dreams. I miss you, Tom. The voice actor I was looking for is Helen Greenberg. The character is Deputy Grant. Thank you so much, Bitter Now. Helen Greenberg.
Dark.
Let's look you up, Helen. Okay, Helen Greenberg is not the actress who plays Lucy in Twin Peaks, but she sounds an awful lot like her. Well, thank you, because that was gonna bug me. Thanks, Bitter now. Coffee. There we go. Okay, well, I don't understand, lady. Like, where do you want me to go? Cut the power to the transformer. How do I do that? You know? How do I do that? Okay, I guess I go back out here. Trust no one in the dark. Oh, this way? Okay, that won't do anything. Oh!
Weaver had sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
Yeah, he's still a dick, as you can see. Darkness waits in my dreams. What a weird thing to say. I was willing to do grunt work for her. Rule number 1, never go out at night. Grunt work for her to get her to help me. He thinks he's some kind of like master manipulator.
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way
You
to
never just do something because it's gonna help someone and or it's the right thing to do, Alan Wake. Floodgate controls to be operated by authorized personnel only.
If I could figure out the gates, I could use them to get to the kill switch.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's a puzzle. Nice. That was a pretty easy puzzle. I love it when a puzzle is easy. I was mentally prepared to be frustrated. Rule 2, keep the lights on. Wow. Who came up with these rules?
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Creepy. Phew. Alright, lamp lady, I'm coming for you. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh golly gosh. Ah. Hey GB! Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing, pal? Ah. There we go. Whew. Alright. Yeah, not bad, thank you. How are you doing? No, I haven't streamed in a while. Good to see ya. Alright. Hey. Hey, girl. What's up?
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, come. The pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you.
Just a pause on the thought that earlier I thought that when the Anderson brothers referred to Alan as Tom, they were like calling him Thomas Zane, and that the reason for that might be that Alan and Thomas were the same person or something like that. But it seems to be a fairly simple and a bit less interesting case of this thing happened to Thomas Zane before and now it's happening to Alan now, and those guys just accidentally called him Tom or something, which is a shame because I was quite excited by that. I thought it was going to be something a bit more interesting.
We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sara.
It's Sara now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Oh dear.
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
I mean, he's a shitty best friend, so I don't. I think it's so stupid that his best friend is this like shitty smarmy agent.
I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
But you do you, I guess, Alan. He's kind of a jerk, so
At least I didn't have to worry about her.
it
She
makes
knew how to
sense
stay
that
safe.
that his best friend and only friend, as far as I can tell, is like his literary agent who wants to exploit him for money and is a huge jerk. The well-lit room. Okay. Manuscript page!
Sara was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
Fucking birds. I've never been so antagonistic towards birds in my whole life. I can't believe that Alan Wake is a bird-phobic game. It's really spreading anti-bird propaganda. Seems problematic. It's been good to get a little more variation from the woods. I must say. I feel like earlier I was like, oh, the woods again, but now that there's been a bit more variation, I'm like, this is fine.
Sheriff Breaker! Sara!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Okay. That's what I expected. Ooh. And another flare. The well-lit room is this way. A fun fact about the log lady from Twin Peaks, who the lady, the lamp lady is very much based on, is that the actor who plays the log lady, Catherine Coulson, is not professionally an actor, as far as I know, or wasn't professionally an actor early in her career. She actually was the assistant director on David Lynch's first movie, Eraserhead, and because David Lynch, liked her and they were friends, and he thought she fit the vibe, he cast her in Twin Peaks as the log lady. I mean, Eraserhead is a fucking great movie. It's brilliant. It's probably one of my favorite David Lynch movies. But yeah, the assistant director on the first assistant director on Eraserhead was Catherine Coulson, i.e. the log lady.
Like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The flaming eye of Mordor?
Laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
She has such a great voice. I've been rewatching Twin Peaks with a box set that I bought from CEX that has the episodes with the Log Lady intros, which is basically Twin Peaks aired on television in 1990 to 1991, as far as I'm aware, around that time. And the first 2 seasons were re-released or like re-aired on television on a particular network, I don't know which one, in 1993, and David Lynch filmed a series of introductions for each episode where the Log Lady sits in a chair in her house and just says something that will potentially be thematically relevant in the episode. They're like very short introductions, like less than a minute long, less than 30 seconds in some cases, and they're very cool. But it's literally like the Log Lady is saying something very mysterious or very thought-provoking or very like dreamy, and when I watch them before each episode of Twin Peaks, I'm always thinking, oh, I could just sit and listen to her speak like all day. She has such a great voice. I want her to read audiobooks to me. Specifically, I want her to read like very dreamy, very like gothic audiobooks. Like I want her to read like Wuthering Heights to me, you know? She has such a great voice. Yeah. I only watched the first 2 seasons. I should finish the rest. If you enjoyed the first 2 seasons, I would definitely check it out. Have you seen Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, the movie? Because in terms of watch order, if you haven't seen that yet, I definitely recommend watching that before you watch The Return, which I actually haven't finished yet either. So I'm like rewatching the first 2 seasons, and then I'm gonna watch The Return. I think I watched a few episodes of it a long time ago, but I never finished it.
Live your night running uphill while the crazy bunch of demon hicks try to take your head off with an axe. You know your helicopter crash landed in.
I think you can find the Log Lady intros on YouTube as well.
Here, please?
Or you can find versions of Twin Peaks seasons 1 and 2 with the Log Lady intros.
Should have kept that gym membership.
You see those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
I remember the first episode, she says something in her intro which I remember like really sticking with me, which is something about how Twin Peaks is a story of many, but it begins with the story of one. The one is Laura Palmer. Laura Palmer is the one. I've thought about that a lot since I heard it.
This can't be happening.
Wait, this is bad. This is really bad.
Get that light. There we go. Ooh.
Was that it? Are we safe? Can
Wow.
we just stay
I
here
think
until
we're okay.
morning, Al? Please? Hey, Al, I got
Wait,
a bad
call the
feeling.
elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
You guys keep talking at the same time over each other. It's not good. We're in a crisis situation. We all need to be listening to each other right now.
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh no! Oh no!
They're coming! We have to hold them off!
Okay. I am very glad you have a shotgun, Sarah, must be said. Oh, there we go. Nice, okay.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wade?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something
Oh my
sane
god.
left behind.
Why do you have to be so
Something to fix
rude
this.
about her?
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
You would have hoped that he could have, like,
Seriously? Might as well be
improved
Paul
as a
Bunyan or
person
Bigfoot.
through this experience,
Yeah, well,
but
he was
no.
real.
Let's be careful, okay?
Hi, Layla.
Jeez, I hate this.
Reach the top of the dam. Okay.
Hey, wait. There's a button over there that opens the door. I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
The well-lit room. Yeah, this seems like it. No. I thought those were stairs. Those are not stairs. Okay, well, they're gonna leave me out here and a bunch of enemies are gonna show up. Hi, Layla. Yeah.
What's going on? We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Get yourself killed.
Please be careful.
I'll take good care of Mary. You just look after yourself.
Gotta be kidding me.
Ah! Well, at least that opened up the way.
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain.
Okay. I don't like the sound of that, you know? I do not like the sound of that at all. There's the fucking birds! Ah! Yes, baby. My hands are full. Fishing can be a hobby or a job. Fishing can be a hobby or a job. You like fish, don't you, Layla? You love fish. Tasty, tasty fish. Tasty, tasty fish. Tasty, tasty fish. Look, she is so needy. She just gotta be up here. Demand it. Nope. Please, no keyboard action, my love. Please do not step on the keyboard, my love. Crows equals madness. You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but I think you have a point, Rabbit Chick Chick. I forgot that that is like a thing, a metaphor that is used.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
Searchlight. Or am I looking for a searchlight? There we go. She's like, pay attention to me. Yeah, she is. She is. There's nothing more important than paying attention to her.
Fishing can be a hobby or a job.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
Come on. That's so frustrating. That is so frustrating.
Fishing can be a hobby or a job.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
The people who are attacking us wear hard hats and wield pickaxes and hammers. We shoot them with a precision weapon. Ah, yep. That makes sense. Oh, how do I escape the dark presence? Where? Into the light. Roll credits. Alan Wake falls to his death. That's the end of the game. The dark presence is coming for me. Oh shit. Well, thank God it's saved there. Alan, you really need to work on your cardio. But first, our coffee stuff. That was pretty scary, yeah. Oh, hey, lamp lady.
You made it. Well done. Glad I was wrong. It was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit many, many years.
The blue-collar laborers are coming for Alan. Do they hate his intellect?
Our is fail-safe.
Yeah, that's definitely what he thinks, and that's why he wrote it into the story.
There's an old army base in Ringo. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's mine.
Slay, lamp lady. What I wouldn't give to queen out with her. Enter the well-lit room.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby.
So he is Thomas Zane, or he is a character in a story written by Thomas Zane, is what I'm thinking right now.
Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence, in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Yeah, this is what I was wondering. Did Thomas Zane write Alan into existence? That is what I was also wondering, my friend. Interesting. Okay, well that's piqued my interest again. That's episode 5.